who wants to recount what happened to their character?
I guess I'll say something about it. Basically, I can't remember who all was in the small groups, but basically we went in and we did circles for a bit and started going into rooms. And then we basically found like I can't remember if it was basically some kind of like control thing for the waste and whatnot, but eventually
Yeah, found a bunch of control rooms.
yeah, a bunch of control rooms. But then the other team B or team A, I don't know which one, popped
The team
into
that wasn't
the,
yours.
yeah, a team that wasn't mine, popped into a pretty infested control room, and shit started happening. That's all I understand. All I remember, after that, got into a fight, and acid was everywhere, and Sean kept on running away.
Sean is still running away, I think.
Yes, Sean is still running to this day.
Like an executive, not a Marine.
Yeah.
I don't get hazard pay.
How very true.
Okay. But yeah.
And I believe the one Xeno that we were fighting has been put down.
Yes.
Yeah. But we ended the session with Jukes about to confront an egg that was opening.
Right. And somebody was somebody was on the wall and convulsing, and then a little alien baby sprouted from his chest and fucking ran away.
Well, that was at the start, I think. Yeah, that was at the start, and then there was an adult Xeno.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all were fighting the adult Xeno, which came out after the baby Xeno decided to make its appearance and skitter away somewhere. And then poor Crow got a tail through her chest.
Yep.
Rest in pieces.
I mean, she's still in one piece, technically.
Is Crow still in that room, by the way? Like her body, rather? Or what was... Okay. Because if I manage to live, I'm hoping I can find the pulse rifle as well. Because at the end of last session, Jukes found the pistol.
Mm-hmm. You were turning and pointing your gun toward the
egg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, turning the point gun at the egg, and we did a cliffhanger ending.
Yep.
But don't worry, it's fine. I'm sure everything is going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm actually going to start with Sean here.
Oh.
Mr. Anderton.
Mr. Anderton.
Who is currently still running away. So, I'm gonna say, Sean, I'm gonna say by the time everything is said and done, you pretty much, you managed to kind of get yourself, I'm gonna say probably about right here by the end of everything.
Okay. At that intersection?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so you get to this point here, and you're just kind of, let me go ahead and stop the music real quick because we don't need that anymore.
It's good news.
Because we should be using this music instead now. But yeah, so you find yourself at this intersection here, hearing yelling and gunshots and screeches and everything like that, and you have one thing on your mind: to get as far away from whatever the fuck that thing was as possible.
So, Sean has stopped running. He still has a lot of stress. So he's going to reach into the inner pocket of his tunic and withdraw a shot of napper leaf and take it.
Okay. And I know it gets rid of some stress. I just don't know how much.
I think it's all of it.
Well, let's
That's what the book says.
Let's see. How good are drugs? Let's see. Gear, other equipment, data storage, vision devices, tools, medical supplies, pharmaceuticals, napper leave. Injectable pain reliever for all strains, stresses, and irritations. Recommended use during a self-inflicted cesarean performed blah 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 blah. Mir reduces the patient's stress level to 0. Warning: an overdose of napper leaf can have an intoxicating effect. Each dose beyond the first is the same shift gives a -1 mod on agility skill rolls until the end of the shift. All right.
Yeah, it's apparently the thing Shaw used in Prometheus.
So before you use this, because you are extremely shaky, go ahead and give me a just a straight agility check. This is more or less to kind of see if you can actually keep it in your hand long enough to actually inject it into yourself, because you are at stress level 10 right now, sir.
Yeah. May I use my story point?
After you roll your panic.
Yes. I do have nerves of steel.
Nerves of steel.
That would
All right. You keep cool and handle all situations. Let's get modification. What's the modification? A -2 modification to panic rolls. So 14 becomes a 12, which is, if I can find the panic table again, I really need to just memorize the page that this on.
105.
105, thank you. Okay. So that's that one. I'm going to check the alternative table real quick, because I just want to see what that's going to be for that. Oh, that's for, like, skill-based ones. So we will go with this. So you are fumbling around with this thing, basically, trying to get it. Like, have you ever used, like, an EpiPen or anything like that? Or seen one used?
I have been fortunate enough never to have needed one. So
I mean, like, have you, like, seen one used or anything like that?
I know what they look like, but I've never witnessed anyone using them.
So, I mean, like, you gotta take off, like, the cap and everything like that, expose the needle, all this other kind of stuff. There's some minor, like, mechanical usage in this thing, right? Because they don't want people just,
Sure.
like, it poking through at people all willy-nilly and stuff like that.
Sure.
So you're like trying to fumble with this thing and get it ready, and the whole thing of it just not being able to get it going, like, just causes you to, let out the loudest scream that you ever have, which will reduce your stress level by 1. And now you may,
Jeez. Sorry, go ahead.
because you feel better, kind of. And now you may use your story point to add that success. Well, actually, it says you lose your next slow action, but I will allow you to basically use your story point as your next action to actually use it.
Yay, drugs.
Mm-hmm. But before you use it,
Huh?
this won't count toward that. But go ahead and give me an observation check.
So you want me to have the stress with it?
Yeah, this is basically when you're getting ready to use it, you might notice something.
Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
God damn.
9 stress, no panic, no face.
So you're doing this, and you think you either see or hear something disturbing the water down this direction. Like, you ever seen what a fish that doesn't break the top of the water but does enough to disturb the top of it looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of see something like that.
So, Sean will notice that, and he will slowly start to step back away from whatever's making the disturbance
Mm-hmm.
as he jams himself with the EpiPen.
Okay.
And I'd like to bank those successes for future observations within that realm, if possible.
Okay. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're just looking away, moving away from your mic or anything like that. But you keep fluctuating from being able to hear you to barely being able to hear you.
Is this better? Is this better?
Not at the moment.
No. Is this better?
Yes.
Much better.
Okay. See, before I had it closer to my mouth, but I have it further away now. Okay, so Sean would like to, he'll be stepping back away from the disturbance in the water, and I would like to bank those other successes for future rolls or future observations within that kind of environment.
Alrighty. So yeah, so you take your little EpiPen. And you take a moment to calm down. And what do you do with your newfound serenity?
Where did we enter from? Out of character. Is it directly north of me?
Where did you enter from?
Yeah. Was it directly north? I can't
No,
remember.
directly north leads to the basically the drain. I mean, it does technically lead back to the colony, just not the way that you want, just not the way that you want to do it. But no, there are entrances on the east and west side of the tunnels.
And
Yeah.
everyone is over to the west, correct?
Correct.
To my
there's
knowledge.
Yeah. There's basically an inner and outer ring to this thing. Right now, you're on the inner ring. Well, you're kind of in between them, but mostly everybody else is in the inner ring.
And let's see. So Sean knows that there's Sean knows, but Jason forgets that there's a control room over here, correct?
Let's see. What
Sorry?
is?
As I think
Yeah.
in character, we went to one over here, right?
Yes, y'all went to multiples of them. They
Okay,
are
but I thought
located
there
in
was one-
various areas.
I thought there was one up here that Sean had visited.
Sean does definitely remember that there is one that way.
Okay. So that's what he's going to head towards.
Okay.
Zoom in here. So I zoomed out. So he'll move. I don't know how far I can move.
We're in cinematic mode right now, so we're not in combat rounds anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, as you're doing that, and you like kind of like start to, so you like turn your flashlight back down the way that you saw whatever it was that you saw, and you didn't see any more like water disturbances. You don't think. You can't really, like I said, see in the water because a lot of this water is kind of, not processed.
Right.
And yeah, everything looks okay.
We'll continue to go eastward. So he hits this wall,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll move south.
Sean definitely thinks he's going the right way.
Yeah, well.
And Sean has come to the door of one of the control rooms,
Okay.
which is right here.
Yep. So he will proceed in.
Before you do that,
Okay.
so you go in, and you're just kind of, since you're by yourself, you're being a little extra cautious. You're looking left and looking right. And as you look right back kind of at the junction that you did, you see that disturbance in the water again.
Outside here, is it following me?
You see it kind of like at the very edge of your light, kind of over here.
Okay. Well, Sean will make haste into the control room and then close the door. Is there a way to close it from the inside to lock it?
I'm going to say yes, because I don't see why there wouldn't be.
Okay. So Sean will push the button to lock the door.
Okay. All right. And then in that same span of time, Mr. Jukes.
Yes.
So, you have when we last left you, you had recovered your pistol, and you were turning and aiming and getting ready to fire a shot.
Yes. Yeah, aiming and firing. That was what I hadn't made the roll yet, but that's what that action was going to be, or actions were going to be.
All right. Okay.
Well, just gotta look something up real quick. Don't worry about a thing.
All right. As you go and turn, and you're getting ready to squeeze off a shot, something basically lands on you from behind as you kind of hear this high-pitched, like, pig squeal type sound. I don't have the actual sound effect for it, so I'm just gonna describe it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. As something has latched onto you from behind. Give me a panic roll, sir.
Okay. Panic. And
All
I
right,
do not
13.
have nerves of steel.
All right. You just say 106, right?
105.
105, there you go. 13 is flee. Well, you're trying to flee.
But it's kind of hard with whatever this thing is that's currently on your back.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say you're kind of like struggling with this as you kind of see out the corner of your eye this like kind of the ambient light from your flashlight reflecting off of things. This kind of pale-ish digit kind of trying to grab around your shoulder, and looks like it's trying to grab at your face.
Okay.
All right. So in the context of the situation, in this case, I will say fleeing is probably you trying to roll around on the ground, trying to get this thing off of you.
I think that makes sense.
All right.
Let's see, what is the stuff that you have? Ooh, this is not a good thing, sir. Not a good thing at all.
No, I'm not. Jukes is not built for any sort of physical stuff, except for like he's a little tougher than usual in that like New York living on the streets way.
Right.
But that's about it. Yeah, no, he's ass at punching or any of that kind of thing.
Okay. So the rest of you guys, as we switch scenes, basically like think of like in the movie or whatever, Jukes is like wrestling on the ground with this thing, and as it's trying to like reach around to get on his face, it cuts to you guys.
Alrighty then. This thing's dead, right?
This thing is dead. It is just kind of floating in the water as a carcass at the moment.
Alright.
And two things happen while you're kind of like looking at this. One thing, you hear Anderton, or somebody at least, like, you know, screaming at the top of his lungs in a very extended fashion off in the distance somewhere, kind of, you know, in this direction. And down in this direction, you hear a gunshot go off.
In what direction?
In this direction.
Ah, okay. I think Nelson would probably look around and just kind of be like, ah, shit. Who's missing? And just kind of like count faces for a second. It's like, all right, and then just kind of realize, all right, yeah, Sean's missing and Juke's missing. So it's like, all right, we should probably head down to the gunshot. That seems closer. What do you think?
Oh, this I don't think this is very much a time for discussion. I think this is more of a time for action.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Well, it's like I don't remember.
I mean, out of character, you can discuss it.
Right? This is Ransom, right?
Yeah, you got Ransom, you got Sosa, and you got Kent.
Right.
Sosa is this one right here. Kent is this one right here.
I did not see which one you clicked on.
Well, I was trying to move them. I don't know if you can see them moving.
No. Who is this?
Okay, that's Kent,
Okay.
and then Sosa is the one right next to Ransom.
All right. Okay. Kent, on me. Let's go. Let's fucking yeet.
All right. What does Ransom do? How does he respond to this?
Hello.
Say again, sir.
Can you hear me? Am I coming
There
through?
you go.
Yeah.
Like you're really quiet.
He's also going to go in the direction of the gunshot.
All right.
Okay.
Gunshot it is. So everybody is going to the gunshot. Everybody, give me a mobility check.
Right. Hold on. My mobility.
Well, I got a panic.
Wait, so what the fuck? There's nothing on here. It's just
Yeah,
blank.
so it means you didn't succeed. So Nelson, you are, unless you want to spend your story point, you are going very sluggishly through the water.
Fantastic.
You could also push, couldn't you?
Yes, you could push. You could push the roll, and basically you'll add one stress die, and you can roll everything that didn't roll. You re-roll everything that did not roll a success.
I'm just gonna go sluggish.
Okay.
How sluggish is this?
You are basically moving at half speed.
Okay. All
All
right.
and a
Well,
12. Let's see what 12 is on mobility.
Does Ransom have nerves of steel? I couldn't recall.
I don't think Ransom has nerves of steel, does he?
No, he does not.
Yeah, he's got investigator,
Okay.
and that's it.
Okay, well, 12, 11 and 12 on the mobility one is injury, but that does not make sense for the situation, so let's consult the regular table. 12 is scream again. So,
I'm going to say that in this case, you just kind of let out an extremely frustrated. It's like, God damn it! I fucking hate this place down here.
there you go.
and you can reduce your stress by 1. But everybody else's stress, I think,
everybody else is supposed to make a panic roll.
What the fuck is that gif? Wait, why is everybody making a panic roll?
Because that's the effect of scream. Every friendly person in the area has to make a panic roll.
Understandable. Panic.
an 8.
Yeah, no, you just kind of start to shake a bit because you weren't expecting the extremely loud screaming.
Okay.
But yeah, so Ransom, you get to
Decrease your stress by 1 for the screen because catharsis is a thing.
Wait, do I decrease it?
decrease. Yes.
Cool.
People's screams calm me down.
Let me see here. I think... 1 second, side note real quick. It has nothing to do with anything. Let me check something real quick.
Peter needs to keep track of the 20 xenomorphs coming in on our position.
Mm-hmm. There we go. I knew there was a stream channel in the Discord.
But yeah, so Ransom, you eventually get to the doorway right here. So if you want to bring yourself to this point right here, and as you get close enough to it, you hear kind of like yelling and what sounds like struggling inside.
Okay. I will burst in.
You see this crab-like spider thing wrestling with Jukes, and it looks like it's trying to get onto his face somehow. Jukes, give me a close combat roll.
Sure thing. Let me roll for panic.
I believe that's still screaming.
No,
it's freezing.
that's freezing.
Well, let me see what and is on this. Oh, it's still freeze. So in the
That doesn't quite make sense here in this situation. Freezing does not make sense.
So let me see.
I'm gonna actually drop you down by 1 and say that like you've dropped your gun again at this point.
Okay.
As you are trying to wrestle this thing away.
And now,
Yep.
I have to make a roll for it. Let me see how many dice it gets. Does it get dice, or does it just do a thing? Ah, okay. There we go. Which window is it? It's that one.
Actually, Juice, I'm just gonna use your sheet here
Alrighty.
to just roll. Nope, that was that one. I want that's this is it. This is what I want.
All right. You are currently fighting it off. However, its tail has wrapped around is basically kind of like wrapped around your neck at this point. So yeah, Ransom, you bust in and you see this happening in the faint light of the flashlight that is kind of currently also on the ground. If you are talking right now, I can't hear you.
Ransom.
Ransom.
Ransom. Ransom is typing.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Testing.
There we go.
Yep.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Much better.
Yes.
Does
Okay.
like the microphone just keep cutting out on you or something?
I guess. I mean, I'm hitting the speech to text thing, and the press to talk button, and it's lighting up. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna roll up on this thing and try and grab it and tear it off.
All right, give me a close so you're gonna run up And go ahead and give me a close combat check.
All right.
Actually, just give me a straight strength check. Actually,
Oh.
because that would just be to grab it.
Okay. Would that
The close
be
combat would
stress?
be to just grab it, but like it's not really fighting you; it's fighting Jukes, who's basically already in a grapple with it. So there's nowhere for it to go. So we're just gonna say that you run up and you grab at it. So go ahead and just give me a raw strength check.
Was that with stress or without?
Yeah, add your stress.
I didn't seem to do anything. I'll just do a base of 6. Wow. The dice really love us today.
All right. Well,
You totally want to use a story point, right? Right?
Butterfingers. Like,
let's...
woo.
So this thing, I'm gonna say, these things are actually, for as small as they are very strong. They are pretty strong.
That they are.
All right. You are not able to pull it off. Jukes, go ahead and give me a strength check as well. Also, you are currently suffering the effects of basically the same effect as drowning, as you are being choked. As far as actual drowning effects go, what is that effect?
I have to look that up. Let's see.
Statuses. Stamina, stalker.
Drowning. Page 110. See, it looks like a stamina roll every round. It's not an action. It's made during your turn before you perform actions. If you fail, you suffer 1 point of damage. And if you're broken while drowning, you must make a death roll each turn until you die or someone saves your life with a medical aid.
All right, go ahead and make the stamina check then.
Yep. Hooray!
Good job. All right. Go ahead and make your own strength check. I'm gonna give you a +1 to this roll for Ransom helping you, since he is actually stronger than you.
And I don't know if this will apply if it comes back around, but in case it does, if I have to make another drowning, like because of this thing, can I use my additional success to carry over to that?
You got 2 successes? Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. Well, hopefully it'll be a moot point, but anyway, base strength, +1 because of the thing, so that's 3.
Did you take your health down by 1?
No, because I succeeded.
Oh, you're right, you succeeded. Blah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I have to do 1 for the stress dice. 7. Well, there was a success, but let's see what the panic is.
I'm not gonna worry about panic right now, because your panicking is basically you, like, flailing around and struggling at the moment.
Okay.
Screaming is not an option.
Well, there was 1 success from that
All
strength plus stress.
All right, it is 1-1. Still currently a stalemate. Would you like to use your story point?
Yes.
All right, that will give you 2 successes. As you begin to push this thing off of you. Sosa is back at the door and is yelling to throw it over in the corner. Ransom, give me 1 more strength check.
That stress dice one does not like you.
Really doesn't. What's going on there?
Let me see if I can put it on there. 6 of them, right?
There we go.
Okay. All right, so it got 1. Ransom, you got a total of 2, and a panic. Let's see what your panic's gonna be real quick. An 8, which I believe is trembling.
Indeed.
Let's see. Yep. So you'll have -2 to your next skill check. That is based on this. But you get it off with your Your hands are just kind of like, you're trying to keep them still, but they begin to kind of shake a little bit with this thing starting to flail around as you toss it off to the side there, and Sosa just lets loose with her rifle. As she obliterates the facehugger.
And stay dead.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, congratulations, you did not get facehugged, Jukes.
Takes a moment to just like remember how to breathe.
Thanks.
By this point, Nelson, you have arrived at the doorway.
Oh boy. All right. What do I see going on? Is everybody all right? Is shit still happening?
Stuff right there. Yeah, just kind of move you two right here. You basically, so like you get there, like right as the, so just kind of like put you in, guys in right here. You like get there and in the door like just as Sosa lets loose on this thing.
Oh
So-
shit. Okay. Let's see here. I'm not quite sure what I need to be looking at here, but am I also in range, and should I also be shooting at this thing?
No, like she like just lets the whole thing,
It is Swiss cheese.
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, neat. It is already dead.
Yeah, no, like you see it basically like fall apart at the onslaught.
Well, shit. Wish I could have been a little bit faster. Sorry I couldn't join the party. But yeah, this place is pretty fucking gross. Nothing else is going on in here, huh? Let me observation real quick, cause I'm not sure what else to really do here.
Sure. Actually, you don't need to make a roll here. Like as you're looking around,
No.
'cause since there's nothing really causing you to like have to make this in a hurried sense. So you look around with the various lights and stuff like shining everywhere, and you see one more of these things, and it looks like it's attached itself to somebody's face on the wall over here. Jukes, this also happened to be the same spot that you were about to shoot at.
Ah, shit.
Well, so for his part, even though everyone else already knows the threat that they were encountering before is dead, he's probably still kind of like, after he's caught his breath, he's like kind of scrambling to pick up like the flashlight and the pistol and If he can, find the pulse rifle eventually, he's probably going to do that. But he's going to be like, is that thing still is that thing still out there? Like, thinking they're going to have to still tackle whatever it was out there.
Okay.
And presumably someone tells him otherwise.
Nelson's just gonna stay ready.
Okay. Ransom, your push to talk's not working if you're saying anything.
Sorry. Cat got distracted by my cat. Bad cat. Oh shit. Well, I mean, so there are these guys that are basically grousing to the wall.
Yeah. You see, like you look around, you see the thing on that's attached to the one person's face, and you look back at the other person who was the unfortunate incubator of the chest burster that came out.
Yeah, he wasn't there, but he remembers that, or at least he can put two and two together with regard to the case he called.
Yeah, that's right. It was the other team that got here for that.
In that case, I'll take my gun and I'll shoot a bullet through the facehugger into the guy on the wall.
Okay. Does anybody try to stop him from doing so?
Definitely not Jukes.
Yeah, no. Nelson's just gonna like stay at the ready. He doesn't quite know what's going on yet, but like he just knows that the weird scorpion things are bad.
If anything, once Ransom does that, Jukes probably just says like, "Good call."
Okay. Well, before you do that, because this is one of the things of basically taking a human life, even though it is a mercy kill. I'm gonna have you roll empathy.
And you don't want to succeed.
Yeah, you do not want to succeed on this.
Who?
Ransom.
Ransom.
Hooray!
Congratulations, you're a cold-blooded killer. As you lift your, as you get close enough to it to where you're pretty sure you're not gonna miss. Fire one off right into the center of this creature that you see attached to the person's face. It's not even a scream or anything that comes out of the person as the acid boils over and, the bullet passes through it and the person's face.
Damn. Oh shit.
Everybody except for Ransom gain a point of stress from that.
Alrighty.
Actually, can I use a story point to wait, hold on. No, that was. I keep on forgetting. It's the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like nothing surprises you.
Oh yeah, for one roll in which you choose, you can ignore the facehugger symbols on the stress die.
Okay, so that is indifferent. So this would be a stress thing, anyways.
Yeah, you just add one on your sheet.
Now you can use your signature item once per session.
Correct.
What's my signature item?
It should be on
What's your signature item?
It should be noted on your the right side of your character sheet.
Your tool belt is apparently your signature item.
Yes, my handy dandy tool belt.
Basically,
Yeah,
you
I get
interact
this,
with that
it's-
you interact with that somehow, and you know, you can reduce your stress level by 1.
Okay, I guess I will do that. Just check what's in the tool belt
Yeah.
just to make sure I got everything. All right, cool.
As you're just
Neat,
taking
everything's here.
inventory, it's all like, yeah, screwdriver, check.
Yeah. Will to live? Check. Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
Peter, has Juke's been able, presumably he's been able to at least obtain the flashlight and the pistol again.
correct.
Is he able to find the pulse rifle from
Yes, you
Crow?
can. As there's nothing attacking you anymore, you can take the time to look around and find any dropped weapons that were lost during the fight.
I believe that was the only one, but as the GM, I guess.
Well, there
if
were 2
there's-
pistols that were dropped, and then Sosa had a pulse rifle, which, you know, she dropped upon her death.
All right. Well, I definitely pick up the 1 pistol and the pulse rifle, but I guess if anyone else needs the other pistol, you know, Jukes
Yeah.
will hand it to someone. Maybe. Oh, actually, I guess everyone has one already, at least, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Kent and Sosa come up to Crow's body and just kind of look at her body and look at y'all. It's like, we need to get her out of here.
We need to burn this place down. Is what we need to do. Shit. I mean, what? What are you looking at me like that for? This shit cannot fly. Like, we're already here. We might as well, like, do something about it.
I agree.
mean, if you've got a way to do it without burning down the whole colony.
If
Well, we
anything,
know we've got
at least
another one of
destroy
that.
it.
I was
What's
gonna say we know from this dead body here that we've got at least another one of those big black things fucking around.
If anything, we could at least destroy the eggs.
So there are a total of 3 eggs, and they're all hatched.
Oh, okay. All of them are already hatched. All right. Well then, I guess there's nothing else here to do here then.
Where's Anderton?
That's a good
Moving
question.
to the next area. Back to Mr. Anderton.
Back to Mr. Anderton. What is the news? How's
Touch
the
that
weather?
dial.
All right, Sean, what are you doing?
So Sean hit the button, lock the door. Now he's turning about to look at the control room again, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly certain he explored previously.
He definitely explored one like it. He
He explored several like it.
exactly. So what is Sean looking for?
Sean's looking for, there were monitors somewhere, right?
Yeah, you can see the blue glow of like monitors and such.
Okay, so Sean will make his way over there. And these are the cameras to the surrounding
No,
pipes, is
these
that right?
these are just giving like readouts and everything like that of all the equipment.
Okay. Is there a comms panel anywhere?
You do not see anything that particularly looks like one.
He's going to continue to look about. Well, because he goes back to the door. So he'll go back to the control panel and he will try to see if he can hotwire something in there to send out like an SOS or like a help message.
Okay.
Because these control panels report to something. So if something goes awry, that control panel will then notify another somebody somewhere that something's going wrong, right?
Yeah. Give me a heavy machinery check to see if you can figure
It
out
wouldn't be
how.
It wouldn't be
to
Comtech?
see if Comtech would come later. Heavy machinery is
Okay.
just to see if you can even fathom how to start taking this apart.
He says, "Nope. I got no idea."
Unlike a certain Ninja Turtle, Sean does not do machines.
Right.
So yeah, you're looking at this like you have this idea. It's like, ooh, I know what to do, and you're like, just looking at it, and it's like, how the hell do I even take this panel apart? Where, like, you don't even know where you would start. You know your end goal, but you have no idea where you would even start to, dig into this thing. And while you are doing this, you hear this, like, eerie scraping against the door that you just came through. Like, it's kind of muffled because of the door itself, but there is definitely, like, this... it's kind of like a rapid, kind of chalkboard, like, sound. Not elongated, but just like if somebody was like taking their nails and just going like constantly.
Okay.
At the door that you came in.
Right. So he's going to unholster his pistol, slowly make his way over to the door just to make sure it's holding.
Yeah, no, it's not like it's like bowing or anything like that. You just hear this scratching noise happening on the other side of it.
Okay. So Sean, I think, is going to go back to this control panel and like to re-roll that to push it.
Okay.
I'm going to add a stress. Heavy machinery. Oh, thank you, stress.
All right. You see a bunch of like the... You can see where you need to take off the panel. You see some like screws and bolts and everything like that that would need to be undone to get the panel off. Now, if only you had the tools to do so.
Well, Sean will search around the room to see if there's a tool cabinet or a toolbox, something around here.
There is not. It is very likely by looking around that if anybody was supposed to be coming down here to do any kind of maintenance, they were supposed to bring their tools down with them.
Of course. Okay.
The scratching continues.
Yeah. Figured. Oh. Okay. So there's nothing to do here with this panel. Okay. Sean's going to open this door.
Okay. There is nothing making sounds on the other side of that door.
Okay. So he will exit,
Yeah.
pistol in hand, and go west.
Okay. As you like do that and you start heading out, you kind of hear this way. You can hear like as you exit the scratching sound a little louder, as it kind of echoes off the wall. And as you like exit and go and kind of like start leading into the water, it stops and you hear a kind of a faint splash again, kind of echoing off the walls. Gain of stress. And now give me a mobility check.
Oh, great. Well, thank you again, Stress.
Damn it, Scott. Yeah.
Look at Scott. Look at Scott being funny.
That's me.
All right. You are able to move yourself normally through the water. It is not impeding you.
And he will continue to go west.
Okay. Switching back to the as you basically like start trekking out to the, I'm gonna kind of move you back here still. So as you do that, we are going to go
Sure,
back to
yeah.
the other group.
Okay.
What is the next action for you guys?
Well, I mean, if we can't do anything here, and if there's nothing to really look for, then I guess we should probably look for Sean, because you know, he's still out there, probably alone, helpless, scared, and can't even open a door or something. I don't know. Just a
I
slight
mean,
hunch, but
do you really though?
Nelson really could care less, especially after running away from a fight like that. But I don't know. What do you guys think? We could also just go back upstairs and go home, I guess. It's been a long day.
Look, guys, if there's any chance that we get off this rock, it's going to be because we're with a company guy.
The Marines look at you, Jukes, and they just kind of like, really?
Look, do you think unless a company guy approves of us leaving, they're going to let us off?
Do you think we're really gonna give a fuck if it comes down to that point?
Just saying, if it's between the two, if it's between us alone and us with a company guy who can get us off our this planet, I'm gonna go with the latter.
Weird flex, but okay.
Sean, somewhere in the cockles of your heart, maybe the subcockles, you feel a tinge of warmth that somebody actually is standing by you.
Or at
Someone
least deal
has to
with it.
love me best.
But yeah. So
What are your
let's
thoughts,
see.
Ransom?
What is everybody? I'm gonna just check. Let's just see what everybody's wit score is real quick. 2, 4,
Mine's a
and
3.
3. Yep. All right. For the 3 and 4, you guys can kind of deduce that the close somewhere in a very short distance down this way should be the exit of this godforsaken place.
I mean, okay, all right. I didn't think that any of you would get lost in this small area, but all right.
So yeah, so the Marines, Kent and Sosa, they look at each other, and Kent goes like, "Look, if there's another one of these bugs down here, we have a job to find it and try to kill it. The rest of you can go back up if you want." if we find your company butt buddy there, then we'll try to get him out alive. But if you're not here down here to continue hunting down this thing, then you should just go back up.
Agreed. I think I'm with the Marines on this one.
It's Ransom saying.
Ransom's not saying a goddamn thing because his push to talk isn't working again, probably.
God damn it.
It's
Hold
a
on.
cat.
All right, there it goes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
There you are.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with this thing, but yes, I agree with the Marines. It's lock and load.
Cool.
Yeah. For Juke's part, he's gonna what is it? Not shoulder his weapon. Brandish his weapon, his rifle, his newfound rifle, and he's gonna.
Ken and Sosa look at you. It's like, you ever used one of those before?
A while ago. Which, I mean, it's the truth. He's probably like a long time ago because his parents were in the Marines. He probably has had to use one at some point.
Think emoji.
But it's definitely been a while.
Okay. It's like, all right. When this is over, though, that gets returned to the barracks. That is still USMC property.
He's gonna take his pilot shades and put him back on his face, as one does with your signature item to relieve some stress. And he's like, whatever you say.
All right. And is Nelson going to go ahead and nope the fuck out?
No, he's chilling with the Marines. He's like, he's ready to go. Like, but like nobody's really doing anything. We're all just kind of sitting here.
Well, this is the. What are you going to do? Are you going to leave and go back up to the colony proper, or are you going to stay down and try to finish this this extermination?
Let's stay here, figure it out before this thing gets any bigger.
All right.
Stick together.
All right, you guys.
I'm pretty sure that's what Ransom would do too. I'm assuming.
I'm sure that's what Sean would do, right? Right, guys? Right.
Yes. You hear me?
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Yeah.
All right. Which way are you guys gonna head out? This way or this way?
I would think north.
Yeah, north.
All right.
North.
We're going north.
Let me go
What the
ahead
fuck is
and
going on with this rifle?
state one.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys can go ahead and go on out there.
Okay. Alright, I keep on forgetting that it's like these areas are actual places. It's not like we have to like wait for the DM to change the scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's just one big area.
Hmm.
Huh.
All right. So as you guys come out your door, you see the light of a flashlight happen down this way.
Alright. Well, I guess We're gonna head on down that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean, as you have come out of your door, you see a bunch of lights happen out down this way.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Do you call out? Does anybody call out to each other?
Yeah. Hey!
Hello there, over here. Peace out.
Where the fuck you running off to?
Hello.
That was my C3PO.
Ah, yes.
But yeah. So
So Sean's going to book it.
yeah.
Oh.
God damn it. Get back here!
Yeah. So Sean, as you get about right there, go ahead and stop for me. Let me check
Oh.
your sheet real quick.
Uh-oh.
It's not very good sign.
Sean, I just realized you have personal safety and you haven't used it yet.
I haven't had the ability to use it.
Indeed.
All right. So as you come to the crossroad thing right here, using up that last success of yours on the observation, you hear the water get disturbed behind you, and as you kind of like take a quick look back, you see kind of like a wave ripple of something coming in your direction very quickly.
Sean's going to scream out that there's something here. There's something behind me.
There's something in the water.
Jukes is gonna run if he's got the chance to. Like to Sean.
Ransom is going to pull out his gun.
Yeah. Nelson's already at the ready.
Mhm. All right. Sean, give me a close combat roll.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh no.
Oh.
You want to push it?
can I push it?
Well, let's see if yeah, you can go ahead and push it if you want to. I'm not going to say you can't.
But
Well,
Man.
that's
What is up with the dice roller?
I've had pretty good luck this evening, so I'm not. Yeah.
all right.
No.
Well,
I feel like that should be happening. How many? Maybe.
well, as no successes meets no successes, it's technically a tie.
The defender.
Yep. As you as you scream, there's something coming after you in the water. This very sleek-looking creature jumps out of the water at you, just kind of screeching, and looks like it's going like straight for your throat. And you kind of like you're able to kind of like get your arms up and block its attack, but it does start kind of like slashing and chewing into your arm.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ! Get this thing off me!
Somebody help him.
That's so sincere.
Nelson just sounds so concerned right now.
Oh no.
So sincere.
Somebody help him, please. Oh
Yeah, help
god.
him. Oh.
Oh, what the hell's going on with my screen?
There's Nelson right now.
Right.
It's like,
The
oh
people
no,
watch-
please go help him. Oh, wait,
The
hold
people
on.
watching the
Hold on,
stream
wait.
or watching the recordings don't get to see all the wonderful gifts.
Wait,
Is
actually,
it- is anybody
it's
actually-
probably
Yeah,
closer
there
to
we go.
this. This is-
That's what I
this
was
is closer.
referencing. That's what I was referencing.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! Somebody help! Is somebody actually going to go help him or not? Are we just gonna fucking sit here and watch? Does anybody
no,
got popcorn?
Yeah.
Dude,
So, Sean, go ahead and increase your stress by 1 and give me a panic roll.
Okay.
7.
I have nerves of steel.
So 5, nothing happens.
Okay. Well, I guess one of the Marines could come
Yeah.
with me real quick.
So
'cause-
now you guys don't really see exactly what happened. You just saw him like turn around and pull his arms up, and now you see him kind of like struggling with something.
yeah.
Some weird shit going on in the water there, huh? All right, let's fucking help him out. Let's go. Come on.
Sean, that warm feeling in the bottom of your heart definitely was not Nelson.
Yeah. You don't say.
All right.
So yeah, you guys go ahead and give me a mobility check. Give me a mobility check real quick. If you had extra mobility checks from successes from your mobility check before, you can go ahead and just use that. But this is to see how quickly you're able to move through the water, and how many times that Sean is going to get lacerated before you get there.
Does the face hugger like prevent me from doing anything, or is that like 2 crosshairs cancel it out?
No, the panic roll and the success rolls are completely separate. So go ahead and give me a panic check.
Alrighty. Did I win?
9.
Like,
Nelson,
am I-
you slip and fall into the water.
Can I use my long haul to avoid that?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. I would like to use that.
Okay.
All right.
Otherwise, if you got successes, you will reach there basically in 1 round's worth of actions. Sean, go ahead and give me another close combat check.
Well,
All right, 1 success.
1 success, and here's
Exactly
a panic.
1.
All right, 4, nothing happens on your panic. It got 2 successes. Would you like to push your roll? Oh wait, no, you can't push
Yes.
your roll because you got the panic thing on it.
I got a panic. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
So, are any of these folks within?
We able to shoot at it?
Are they within short range? No. Well.
Yes, everybody is within short range at the moment, but it is this creature is currently grappled with you, basically.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty.
So there's no way I could use personal safety.
Not in this case, no, because if they were close enough to you when it like leaped at you, yes. But since it is already basically in engagement with you, no.
Right.
Okay. right. Sean, you're going to take 1 damage.
Okay. Oof.
And critical injury charge. Let me see what this thing normally does on this, and then see if I can apply it.
I still have 1 health.
Right, but the effect of this just causes a specific critical injury.
So you're not broken.
So what is Sean grappling? Out of character.
A baby, the baby xenomorph.
Oh Jesus!
Chest burster.
From what is it? Covenant, like the
No,
imp?
it's a chest. It's the chest burster has like sloughed off its first little growth thing, and so it's not necessarily the little snake thing anymore. It is now basically in its first thing. It's hungry and wants to grow more.
Nice.
How cute! How cute!
Okay. So normally this critical injury is for the leg. I'm trying to think if there's anything more. Anything else that works for the arm besides that? Actually, John, go ahead and just roll me a single stress die, and don't have it roll the facehugger, basically.
1d6.
All right, it does not roll the facehugger.
All right, you do not get the arm artery cut critical.
Oh my god!
However, its tail does lash around and slash your shoulder.
It seems
So-
like maybe a foot long, right? Like maybe or 2. I can't remember how
it is-
big these things are.
Yeah, like when they just come out, yeah, they have their tail's like a foot long and they're a foot long. So yeah, their total size is 2 feet long. It has grown 1 size above this, basically.
Okay.
But yeah, so you have a slashed. You currently have a slashed shoulder, in which you can. The effect of that is you can't use your arm.
But your friends have arrived.
Yeah,
Hi.
sort of.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Don't shoot me!
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. Just know if any facehuggers come up on your stress die, you will end up hitting Anderton because it is currently in a grapple with him right now.
No,
Oh,
yeah. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best case scenario for this, because it's as hilarious as it is watching this go down, but I'm trying to avoid human casualties is definitely still on Nelson's thought process. But
I'm gonna take careful aim. No worries.
all right, well,
Well,
for it.
the sane thing to do would probably to try and get it off of him.
Yeah, I mean, Jukes, you gonna help out your exec buddy right there, or
You gonna help
just
out your
gonna-
paycheck?
The best I can do is try to shoot it off.
What?
I have no close combat and a strength of 2. My ranged combat, however, is a 3 with an agility of 5.
Okay, well,
I'm fine with grappling spider things, but it seems pretty clear that the more advanced form.
All right, fuck it. Nelson's gonna kick the damn thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we
Well, the best.
in initiative at this point, or
No, I'm just doing kind of like cinematic, like who wants to do what, basically.
I'll shoot.
All right, get
All
ready
right.
for it because I'm gonna kick this thing
So-
off of them.
Okay.
I guess Nelson should
Go
try
ahead
to
and
kick
give
it
me
off
a
first.
close combat check then.
Okay. I have a close combat of 2 and a strength of 5. I'm not sure how good that is, but
That means you're rolling
let's-
7 dice. Plus your
Alright.
6 dice.
Interesting. I guess this doesn't really count for story points, but let's do it. Oof.
I mean, like, if you have a story point and you just want to, like, well... yeah, because it's gonna be against it struggling, so... We'll see. And you already used your, stuff there. And you can't... Unfortunately, you cannot push this roll, either, because you got the panic stuff on there.
Hmm. Or do we
So-
want to...
Well,
No,
let's
yeah.
see what it rolls, because it's just gonna be rolling 6 dice.
do I do panic roll?
Yes, do your panic roll.
Okay.
Do a panic roll.
Do a panic roll!
Ah!
Alright, 9. Let's see what 9 gives you. The 9 on... I want to see what 9 close combat does first. Yeah, you know what, that works. So, Nelson, as you are trying to, like, get this thing off of them, you drop your makeshift bolt gun into the water.
Ah, shit. Alright. Nelson's gonna take out his frying pan and go for it.
Dung!
Dong!
Alright, I believe aiming is an action that you can take in this system.
Like, I believe you can take a turn to get, like, a bonus on your shots.
Okay.
So, those of you who are trying to shoot, are you going to take a turn to aim, or are you just going to shoot?
I'm gonna aim. Isn't that a fast action?
It might be. Let me check. I haven't had anybody actually aim in this game in a long time. Let's see. Is aim its own thing? Aiming. Here we go. Page 94. Blocking, grappling, shuffling, retreat, range combat, aiming. Take your time to aim carefully before swinging the trigger. You get a +2 to your attack roll. Aiming is a fast action. Correct. Okay.
Alright. Okay. Here goes now.
Oh, did I succeed in knocking it off, or
No, you did not get any successes.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Okay. Ransom, in this case... Actually, go ahead and roll the panic real quick. I want to see what comes up on that. Is a
And-
10. Okay, so that's that. That's same on both of those.
Okay. So, your panic roll is basically saving Anderton from getting shot at the moment. Because on both charts, 10 is freeze. So, in the context of this, it's not that you're freezing in fear or anything like that. It's just you cannot get a clean shot.
Not sure that it would matter to Ransom, but okay. I'll go with it.
Do you want to roll in empathy?
I mean,
Because
If-
right now, Sean does not look very healthy. He's looking very, very worse for wear.
Well, I mean, if I hit the thing, knowing the blood that this thing has, I think it, a rock and a hard place, essentially. But, I mean, do I want to roll empathy to, like, kill Anderton? No, I don't.
Okay. So I was gonna say, if you want to roll empathy and then just not care, I will let you shoot.
No, he's just going to kind of pout and be like, come on, guys, hold still.
All right. Jukes, are you going to try and take a shot? You got two people kind of wrestling with this thing and hitting somebody. Actually, yeah, you could. At this point, you can actually hit either Anderton or Nelson.
I would like to not be hit.
Can I attempt to, like, either, well, no, both of them are... I guess I can't shove the creature off, can I?
I mean, it is currently kind of latched on to Sean's arm, and Nelson is currently attempting to try and pull it off of him, unsuccessfully.
What do you mean pull it off? I'm just gonna fucking hit it.
Your attempt to remove it from Anderton has been unsuccessful so far.
Yes.
Right.
As it is
Right.
slashing and clawing and tail whipping all over the place.
Yeah, shooting it would probably be a bad idea. Like, even if I succeed, that's probably a bad idea.
Kent is going to run up and attempt to try and extradite it from Sean's person.
Can I take, like, Overwatch? Or, not Overwatch, but, like, can I hold my action?
You hold your action to see if it gets off of her, or gets off of him?
Yeah, and shoot it if they manage to pull it off.
Okay. So Kent is going to attempt to pull it off of Sean. All right, so Kent got one success out of all of those dice.
Jeez.
Let's see what the little impy xenomorph gets. 2 successes.
Oh,
Oh,
LOL.
Let's see.
Kent
Kent is going to try and push the roll, which will bring her stress level up to 10. With a -1 modifier, because one of those dice are already a success. And gets a lot more successes, but let's see what her panic check is going to be.
Well, that's not bad considering.
Okay. So she screams, losing one item, or losing 1 stress. I'm not gonna make everybody roll panic again, because honestly, everybody is just kind of freaking out at the moment anyway. In this case, as she is able to pull this thing off of Sean, she kind of like grabs its tail to keep it from whipping around, and like kind of grabs it, kind of like if you ever try to like keep a cat like from lashing out and everything like that, kind of like, you know, trying to keep its arms and head in the same grip. That's kind of what she's doing at the moment. Sean.
Yes.
This is your company brain speaking to you. You have a very unique opportunity here.
Oh no.
This is true. However, self-preservation is also important.
Can't make money if you're dead.
What are his options right now?
So this thing is currently off of you, and I guess a kind of semi-pain euphoric state. You're thinking if you can bring this thing back, this small one back alive, and get it get it into containment somehow. This is going to be the find of the century for you, and probably skyrocket you up the up the corporate chain. Your other option, let them do what they're gonna do with it, and probably blow the thing to hell.
So Kent removed it from Sean.
Yes,
And-
she is currently holding its thrashing body by its tail and its body. She probably cannot do this for more than a single round, unless somebody helps her continue to subdue it.
Yeah, I think
So-
Sean is.
So the
going
question
to...
is Sean going to listen to corporate brain, or is he going to do the sensible thing and let them kill it?
Yeah,
Or do you
he'll
want to
the
let the
sensible thing.
dice decide that?
I think he would do the sensible thing.
Okay, so you're not gonna say anything to try and stop them from killing it or anything like that.
No.
I think
Alright.
Sean would be like losing his shit and too fucking busy processing that. But I don't know. That's
I mean,
me.
you'd be surprised how like some people's minds work. Like, despite being in a extremely dangerous situation, he might still go like, "Wait, don't kill it. We should bring the company will pay like millions of dollars for this thing."
In the current circumstances, there's really no way to contain it. Like, there's nothing to put it in, and Sean is really seeing everyone here as a way to help him get out. So if we continue to let this thing thrash around and kill Kent, it's the less people, the more likely he will not get out either.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, actually,
So-
give me a survival check. You don't need to have like stress on this. It's just going to be the base one. So any stress die that pop up, I'm just going to ignore it because this is just
we'll just ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right. Sean, you went fishing as a kid. You remember going fishing with your dad when you were but a very wee babe, back in the back in your home country of Bolivia. Not really,
Yeah.
but
He's from England, but okay.
I was making a joke. If any of you guys saw the crypto talk between like politicians, the guy from Robin Hood and the or not the crypto, but it was like this Wall Street like stock stuff with like that had to do with like GameStop and everything like that, when they had that whole big like quote unquote conference with the guy from Robin Hood and the guy who made a bunch of money off of GameStop. They're trying to figure out who was doing fraud and whatnot. When they went to the guy with Robin Hood, they were just like, "Please just give us a quick answer." And he's all like, "I grew up in a small town in such and such and everything like that," to like start off all that stuff. And I don't know, it became a meme. But anyway, and you remember one of the ways that like your dad just kind of stopped the the fish from like flopping around and everything, is that he kind of just grabbed it by the tail and hit it against a rock to knock it out. There are lots of things that Kent could possibly just swing it at and potentially just knock it out.
See where you're going with this.
And
Sean will yell. Sean will yell at Kent to smack it against the wall. Just smack it against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Don't shoot it. Don't shoot it.
She goes, "What?"
I'm gonna shoot
Smack
it.
it against. Smack it against the wall.
Uh,
I'm gonna tell her to hold it clear. Or throw it. Where I can shoot.
okay. Let's see. So she does so, and it kind of makes this like smacking, like hard smacking sound, and kind of falls into the water limply.
Even though this is definitely not why this was done, Juice is gonna just interject, like, good thinking that if we, it could have, if we shot it, maybe that acid, it could have had acid blood just like the other stuff.
Ransom's still gonna shoot it.
All right. Ransom, obviously you're gonna have to, like, approach the situation. Sean, you can definitely see the intent that Ransom has at the moment.
Did Sean use his take control talent?
You know how to make people do what you want, and you don't feel bad about doing it. You can roll for manipulation using wits instead of empathy. Well, so this is gonna be down to a role-playing thing. Since it's basically, player versus player at this point. If it were against an NPC of some sort, then, yeah, you could go. I mean, you can still, like, at the end of the whole thing, if you guys want to have some actual dice rolls to kind of influence your role playing at the end, then that's fine. But at this very moment, it is going to be a role play thing. If you do go down to dice, then yes, you can use your take control talent. So, Ransom's approaching. His gun is drawn. You can definitely see the intent that he is going to go and shoot this thing. What do you do?
Okay. Sean's, we'll say, left arm is pretty badly mauled. You would say, right? Like this thing tore through the sleeve of his jacket, of the shirt, his shoulders.
He basically, like,
bleeding.
basically the tail whipped around and, like, slashed your shoulder and everything like that. And so one of your arms is kind of limp at the moment.
We'll say this is my, not my, what you call it? My offhand, not the dominant hand.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just go ahead and roll a die real quick. If it's even, it'll be your dominant hand. If it's odd, it'll be your offhand.
D6.
Yeah. All right. So it is your offhand that got slashed.
Okay. So my primary hand, my good hand, I still have my pistol drawn. And Sean's just going to start waving it at Ransom. Say, don't shoot it, don't shoot it. If we can take this back to the labs, there might be a better way to handle these things.
I'm going to ignore him.
Don't be short-sighted, man. If there's a better way to deal with these things, we should take it back.
I'm gonna roll my fire.
Okay. If anybody is going to, I'm gonna give. Obviously, this is a very deliberate action that they can see you doing. So if anybody is going to attempt to physically stop him, now is the time.
Yeah, no. Jukes is very much buddy with Anderton and rivals with Ransom. he is most definitely going to try and stop Ransom from shooting this thing.
All right.
Even though, yeah, it's probably not going to succeed, but that is what he's going to try to do.
All right. A competitive close combat check from each of you.
I don't know if we need to roll panic, but I did it anyway.
In this case, I'm going to just kind of see like what happens.
Sure.
So one success from Jukes, one success from Ransom. It is current. So you guys are currently at a stalemate. However, Ransom did not roll any panic die on that, so he can push the roll if he wishes.
I'll push that roll.
All right, so roll again with a -1 modifier for the one that you already have.
Arguably, in this case, he's also the defender because I'm the one trying to stop him. So,
This is true. So, Ransom, you have not failed yet. Jukes, you do not have a story point.
nope, I used it.
Okay.
Yep.
So you are able, Ransom, you are able to just kind of, not necessarily like shrug him off, but he is not going to necessarily stop you from shooting.
I'm gonna Jukes.
Yeah. I am going to have you fire at a -1 though, because he is impeding you from like, not impeding, but he is like, making it a little more difficult for you to shoot, but he is definitely not stopping you from shooting. Unless Anderton wants to get physical with you as well.
Does he?
That is
no.
the question.
No. I mean, I'm not able to use that take control talent.
So the take control talent, it's a manipulation roll, right? So, like I said, if it was going to be like I said, I was gonna go down. This is more or less a role play scene and whatnot, right? Because I'm not just gonna have dice dictate what a player does and does not do, right? Because if Ransom is dead set on just going up and killing this thing, there's probably nothing that you can say that will stop him.
Especially in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. So, my question for Anderton is, how badly does he want to take this thing back?
I would say pretty badly. Yeah.
Would it be badly enough that Anderton would shoot Ransom?
I would say no. I would say no.
No? Okay.
No.
All right, Ransom, go ahead and roll your stress real quick. Just make sure nothing happens that would actually make you stop this firing at the moment. Actually, okay, yeah, no. 8 is good. You are let's see, what is 8, so I can kind of like how to explain the actual actions here. 8 is tremble. Yeah, okay. So you're not really necessarily trembling from stress. You're just kind of like, trembling because, Jukes is physically trying to stop you from shooting, right?
Right.
But 4 successes says that the shot goes off. Let me check these things, like armor and stuff, real quick. I don't think they have a lot at this stage, but they do have some. Armor rating is 2. Okay, so I will roll 2 dice. I doubt it's probably even going to be enough. No, okay, well, even if I rolled 2 successes on it, that is enough to kill it regardless.
So splat.
Dead.
Well, actually, hold on. What is the base damage of the weapon?
It is 2.
2? Okay. So on the successful hit, 2 damage, 3 more damage. Yeah, no, like even if I rolled all successes on the armor, it wouldn't be enough anyway. Okay, so yeah, you in the midst of like kind of fighting off Jukes, you push him away long enough to get your pistol up and fire off a single shot into this thing as it splatters in the water and against the wall. I'm gonna say you're actually probably about right here at this point. Jukes be about right here. They come up with there. Its body is like right here.
Turn to the Zimble folks and say, job's about as done as we know it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that there aren't any others that we have to take care of.
Well, Sean, you don't get a live one, but the corpses might still be able to get you something.
Yes. Sean's gonna mutter something under his breath and go take a look at this, what's remaining of the juvenile.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, you still get 2 carcasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you also have a whole ass test site if you really want something. But we don't need any living life forms, I don't think.
Well, need is very much a matter of who you're talking to.
Yeah,
If you ask Weyland Yutani themselves, they'll be like, "Yes, we totally need a live specimen."
Yes, well, I am not Weyland Yutani.
All right. Ransom, yeah, as far as you're concerned, the job seems done. It's just kind of like probably doing a sweep around to make sure there's nothing else, and you'll be satisfied, and you would probably be satisfied with that.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about making sure that nothing wild happened while we were down here.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll take the Marines and whoever else wants to come, head back.
Okay.
Provided, I mean, if there are any if there are any other control rooms that haven't been accessed yet, we would obviously want to make sure we don't have any more dead folks.
That's why I said you end up doing like a full sweep around the place.
Yeah.
You don't find anything else. Nothing else jumps out of the shadows at you. Nothing seems to be swimming in the water.
Marines seem satisfied, I presume, with the sweep.
Yep.
So let's.
So the sweep itself is going to take a bit because this still is a large facility. So just probably take you the better part of 30 to 45 minutes to quickly sweep around this place. With moving with a purpose. So within that time, the Marines will definitely be with Ransom and doing this. But what do the rest of you do? Would the rest of you just kind of go ahead and leave? or what are you going to end up doing?
Jukes is sticking with Anderton, whatever Anderton's doing.
And Anderton will most likely try to get out of this search patrol thing that they're doing and get back to the colony.
Okay.
Well, my PC restarted.
That's fun.
Oh,
Unfortunate timing.
You hear all that went on? You know what? Do you need to repeat anything?
As far as I understand, we basically just got we killed the thing, and we're basically just kind of talking about like, you know, whether or not what we can do after that. But
Yeah, it's
That's
basically is Nelson going to go with Ransom and the Marines to kind of sweep the area and make sure it's clear, or is he like, my job here is done and cape whoosh out of this place?
no, yeah, Nelson's gonna join up with the Marines and Ransom, and get his weapon out of the water.
Okay. So Sean, I am going to assume with you're basically gonna like say that, you know, more or less that you're fine here, and I don't know if Ransom would even care at this point to like try and make you go with them.
No,
well, Sean's injured at this point too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, game mechanically, it wouldn't make much of a difference, but in terms of like roleplay, his left arm is pretty much useless because he's bleeding.
Yeah, that's true. So it would probably be, it would definitely be Ransom, Nelson, the Marines go. Jukes would be like, I'll take him back up so that he gets medical care, etc., etc.
Sure.
And I assume at some point during this exchange that Enderton is going to probably want Jukes to grab the corpse of the baby Xeno and head back.
That sounds appropriate. You carry that. Drag it along.
If nobody has objections to this, I will just kind of hand wave it, saying that Sean and Jukes kind of like hang out on one of these spots a little bit, so that just long enough for Sean to, like, you know, catch his breath, get his energy up, and then after they leave is basically when you go and grab the corpse.
Yeah, it's fine.
As long as, like, Nelson and Ransom wouldn't be doing anything else contrary to it. Alright. So, yeah. After everything's said and done, you guys get out. Gonna go ahead and just kind of move you guys to the overmap here at this point. And you guys are back up out of the cesspit of, you know, of cess.
Sure. So the hardwired communication terminals should be active in case they want to make contact with anyone.
Yeah, like once you guys get up out of this place, like radio communication, like, or at least like the direct, like, you know, walkie-talkie communication is working just fine again. But so I'm assuming at this point, Anderton wants to probably take this thing straight to the lab real quick to drop it off and call a medic to probably meet them there to get patched up.
Oh, what's left of the science team? Right?
I mean, there's more
They
scientists than the ones that got eaten.
That's good. That's good.
It's a big lab. You know, there's probably a good, like, you know, 60 to 80, somewhere around 60 to 80 scientists on each team. So
Yeah, I think that would be appropriate that they would go drop that off and then Sean would get medical attention. after the drop off.
I just see, like, you know, Sean and Jukes, like, walking into the lab, like, Sean's, like, holding his arm, bleeding, like, just bleeding. Jukes is just, like, holding this dead thing by the tail and just drops it on the table.
Yep.
Like a
It's like,
boss.
yeah, it's like, there you go. Study that.
That is it.
As Anderton heads off to get medical attention. Which, by the critical injury chart, I forget if it said 6 days or D6 days. But either way, time is going to end up passing for people to recover from this incident. And we will see what has happened and happens during that time next time.
Alrighty.
Nice. All right.
All right. XP time.
A good time was had by all.
All right. Everybody gets one for participating, obviously.
Sweet.
And then, did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda? Let's look at everybody's personal agendas. Mr. Jukes?
I mean, I tried, and then I
Jukes,
got
yeah,
ambushed.
I'm definitely going to give you that point. Anderton, yeah, I'm going to give you that point as well, because you almost died for this shit. Nelson, you have achieved your objective, so I will give you that point. And yeah, no, looks like everybody gets the agenda point on this one. Did you risk your life for your buddy PC? As long as if everybody's buddy is in the current party, then I'm going to say yes, everybody gets that point.
I probably should change mine because it's like I don't fucking know who the fuck Eddie Tamale.
I mean, I would have thought that you would have like changed that to like Kyle or something, like had that as Kyle or something like that.
Yeah. Guess I'll just change it to Ransom at this point.
I mean, if you feel like Ransom is your buddy.
Seems pretty cool so far.
All right. Challenge or stand up to your rival PC. Jukes, you definitely got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ransom. Sean. Nelson, you didn't really stand up to Sean during this session, so...
No, but I will say, it's like if it did come down to like Sean thinking about murderous opportunities, then that frying pan would have been upside his head.
So you would have, you just didn't get the chance to.
I did not get the chance, so it's like, yeah.
I think everybody made a panic roll.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets the overcome dangerous event because that shit was still hella dangerous.
Yeah.
No more significant discoveries or revelations. Nothing that I would say is an extraordinary action of any kind was made during this one. And nobody made any money yet.
We're still poor, yeah!
So yeah, that is total XPs. I think everybody got somewhere between 4 and 6 XP on that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. I'm one away from 10, so better spend something.
Yep.
Yep. Same.
So yeah, does anybody want? What does anybody want to spend stuff on? You will have time to actually do things. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that Sean, you're gonna basically take the maximum amount of time to heal for this thing, which is 6 days, I believe, is what it says.
Yeah.
Should we like get rid of all our stress at this point?
Yeah, you guys are gonna end up having full night's rest and everything like that. So your stress
Okay.
will go down. Your stress will be 0 starting next session.
Right
Okay.
on.
Health? Question mark.
I presume that goes up as well.
Health, I believe you get 1 health back per day of being able to fully rest. I believe. Let me find.
I don't remember how much health I actually have.
Well, your health is usually equal
yeah.
to your strength.
Who rolled a panic above? How many people rolled a panic above 10?
I did.
Sean did.
All right. Anybody
Can't
who
remember.
rolled a panic above 10, roll me a d6.
Alrighty. Oh, is this the permanent mental trauma?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I had nothing but 9s.
All right. So 5. Jukes, you're gonna have to try a way to cope with this, and it is apparently going to be through drugs.
Oh yeah.
Sean, you apparently wake up with amnesia. Number 6 is amnesia. Your memory is a blank slate. You can no longer recall who you or the other characters are. The effect should be roleplayed.
Oh shit. That's damn. That's kind of
That rule. That's a whole new con.
Where is that in the rule book?
It's
Page
Hold on, it's-
101.
yeah,
101.
permanent mental trauma. Amnesia. Your memory is a blank slate. You can no longer recall who you or the other characters are. The effect should be roleplayed. And then
I thought that was if you went catatonic.
What is it? On a if you're supposed to be if you roll a panic above
No.
10. So if
Permanent-
if you had a panic roll of 11 or higher, basically.
okay, actually, the thing you're referring to is on page 104, and it's a result of 13 or higher.
Oh, 13 or higher. Okay, never mind then.
But-
Yeah, okay. Sean,
Did I-
you would have had to do that, but you had
Well-
the
Well-
-2 on yours.
I can't
No,
recall.
and it's roll and empathy after the session.
Ah, yes, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I hadn't done that in quite a while, so I'd kind of forgotten how exactly it was. But now I remembered. Okay, never mind. Nobody has any permanent
Okay.
mental trauma.
Well, I have to roll it because I did get a 13 at one point.
Did you?
At least according to the chat.
Looking up.
I don't
and
recall what the context was for.
The amnesia is crazy.
10, let's see, a 12 on ransom. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
It was pretty early on.
That was when you got latched on by the facehugger.
Right. So, empathy?
Yes, so make an empathy roll.
All right.
So yeah, let's
is-
do this. Let's do this right.
Indeed. Let's see what I get. I forget if that's. Let's see.
Amazing skill.
do
If
I-
the roll succeeds, you develop a personal mental trauma. Okay, so if it
Okay.
succeeds, you develop said mental trauma.
Which
it did
I
not-
did not.
Yeah, it did not succeed, so you do not get permanent mental trauma. Although drug addicted Jukes would have been kind of funny.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely would have
my
fit for
God.
sure.
I kind of want to play a game, yeah, where we have like addicts and amnesiacs.
Well,
Some
Oh,
junkie and a guy who doesn't remember who anybody is.
Yep. All right, so let's see. Where is slash shoulder is D6 days.
So actually, I'll go ahead and roll that to basically see how bad it is.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the medicine. It's gonna be a minimum of 3 days, but if it if it rolls 3 or less, I'm gonna make it be 3 days because it is definitely something that you had it happen while you were in essentially a sewer as well. So
Ransom is going to spend 5 of his experience to get tough. He's gonna get tough. So he gets an extra 2 health.
well, you have to, for a new talent, you're going to have to roll for something, for wits, I think.
Oh, do you?
yeah.
So it's a wits check, I believe.
And if you're trying to learn it from someone, your friendly neighborhood pilot happens to have tough.
That's true, but we're not friends.
I mean, if you don't want to learn it from me, that's fine.
I'll probably learn it from one of the Marines. We're tight now.
So tough gives you 2 health, right?
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
2 of your
Yep.
plus 2 of your
So
max.
I am like game mechanic wise and like everything else. I don't know what exactly you could do in the next 3 days that would cause you to increase your health by 2.
Protein shakes.
And so, if I recall, health isn't like your actual like beefiness. I mean, it is in a certain sense, but I think it's supposed to be more like how well you can shrug off, the occasional bullet grazing you and
let's
stuff
let's
like
go
that.
ahead. Let's read the actual thing.
Yeah.
You
Is
are
it
used
like
to
your
taking a
constitution?
beating. It just says you are used to taking a beating. You increase your health by 2, i.e., your maximum number equal your strength plus 2.
Okay. Sure. You know what? I'll say that you can go to the Marines and basically they teach you how to take a hit.
That works.
Since that's more or less what it says. But actually learning the talent, I do believe, requires a successful wits check.
Yeah.
Which I got. So
Page 36. It costs 5 XP. It requires a day of practice and a successful wits roll. So, how many days are we gonna have?
3.
3. Okay, so you can try it 3 times.
yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I got it. I rolled 4 base die and got 2 successes.
Yep, there you go.
Where'd it go? Oh shit! Did I get rid of the thing? Yeah, I did. Whoops. Roll that up. Okay. Yeah, you did. I accidentally closed the chat window. Now the question is, I think it's this one. Yeah. It is. There it is. Okay. So scroll back down. Okay, so yeah, so you got 2, so yeah, you can see, yeah, you got that. You go to the Marines and they're showing you, so like, so if somebody's like punching at you, just make sure you kind of like turn, this way so that so it like hits the fleshy part and not the bone. All that kind of shit, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else spending XPs on stuff? Anderton, you're looking pretty full on your experience points there.
Yeah, I'm thinking I will want to put. So I use heavy machinery. Then I use a success.
I believe you need to use. You'd use it successfully. So yes, you could increase your heavy machinery if you wanted to.
I like to put a point there, so that will put me down to 5. The other point I would like to.
I think you're too close to your mic again.
Oh, sorry, I just my headphones. So put the 1 point in heavy machinery,
Okay.
and the other point, maybe range combat.
Did you fire off? Oh no, you already got 1 point in it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have at least
Um,
1 point, you can increase. Well,
I mean, I use mobility as well today.
Yes, you did. So you
I'll
can
put a
increase that
point
as well
there.
if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
So that's that. Anybody else?
yeah, I definitely got stuff to spend.
Mhm.
I would like to see if I could pretend like I'm definitely hanging out with Anderton,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to see if he can essentially teach me Nerves of Steel.
Sure.
Cool. All right, well, let me give that a shot then.
However that happens, I don't know. But
You
Yeah,
know what?
sure.
He's coming to visit you, like, in the thing, and he's just kind of, like, talking to us all, like, dude, like, how do you keep your composure in, like, these
Exactly.
intense situations?
just imagine everyone in their underwear.
Exactly.
All right, yeah, go ahead and make your wits roll.
Let's try it. Day 1 was not successful. Try day 2. Also not successful. Come on,
Third time's the charm.
come on, day. You know, I was not successful last time when I tried learning Nerves of Steel.
It's a sign.
It's a sign. I don't think Jukes is capable of learning Nerves of Steel.
He's a nervous Nelly.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
I got it. It's all like, how do you keep your composure so much? Sean pulls out the what did you use in your to bring
Oh, the
down all your
nap
strength?
relief.
Yeah, your the nap relief things. Like, how do you keep your composure so much?
drugs.
Nap
Yeah, the
relief.
drugs.
Like holds it up like he's holding it up to a camera or whatever. It's like, nap relief gets rid of all of my stress. I'd be nobody if it weren't for nap relief.
God damn it.
Except I'm not sharing with you, you fuck junkie. Get out of my room.
Damn it. Alright. Well, I did successfully use both mobility. Well, it was an opposed roll, so I didn't like succeed against my opposing roll, but I did roll successes for close combat.
You need to succeed at the roll.
Okay, then I did succeed at mobility.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the experience I can spend to up mobility.
Alrighty. What about Nelson? You gonna spend any of your XPs, or did you spend them already?
I don't think I have enough to spend anything, because...
Oh, did you only get? Did you start at 0?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, and everybody gets a story point.
Yeah, did I?
So if you didn't have one, you can have one now.
All right. Yeah, I marked that. Cool.
All right. And
Sweet.
with that, I believe that's it for everybody.
Alrighty.
So,
Cool.
Oh shit. Here we go. Okay, cool.
All right, you
Alright.
guys have you've successfully prevented the xenomorph infestation of the colony.
So
Totally-
we believe
totally.
at least. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's totally not going to be another thing in a different location and a completely different threat. No.
Yeah, no one recalls the chest burster that ran away.
Isn't that the one we killed?
I thought that was the one we killed, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but there's still a hole away.
Yeah, basically what I had happen is like when you guys ran out of the room initially when the big xenomorph was coming after you, it more or less slithered out the door into the water. And that's what
Gotcha.
was swimming around like a fish.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Indeed, we still have those archaeological ruins where we at least, I think the facehuggers. I think this is out of character, but the facehuggers came from the ruins, and then there's all sorts of other funner stuff out in the oasis on this planet. So
And got some crazies going on there too.
And whatever the giant sphere thing is,
Oh, yeah.
we know what that's about.
I'm sure Whale and Yutani is gonna learn their lesson, and
Oh yeah,
Yes, the mysterious orb.
orb.
Behold the orb.
all right, well, fun session, guys. Thank you,
Yeah.
Peter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Hope
Yo,
everybody
take it easy.
enjoyed themselves.
hell yeah.
I did.
Avoided friendly fire another day.
I was very much thinking that Ransom was just gonna go off and take the shot, and that Sean would have to possibly roll a new character.
I thought Jukes was gonna be dead like within the first 5 minutes of the session.
We got out pretty damn clean, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
Things considered.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
the game,
mean,
the game
Ju-
master favored us,
Yeah.
or
Jukes,
me at
you had
least.
you had one of two outcomes. You were either gonna get face hugged or you weren't.
Mhm.
And then maybe Ransom would have shot you in the face.
Mhm.